Today's horoscope, Capricorn October 6, 2024. Discover your future with my daily horoscope for you about love, work, health, money and compatibility with other signs. You're seeking inspiration today, and you're also inclined to spread it. It's a fine time for enjoying others and connecting well. However, as the day advances, Mercury and Mars challenge one another, and irritation is likely. Nevertheless, you can also use frustrations as motivators to work on something on your own or set your own pace, and you might find you thoroughly enjoy the time you take to do so. Still, avoiding provoking or discussing especially sensitive topics now may be a good idea. Disagreements tend to happen due to rushing and impatience, so make a point of slowing down and do your best not to jump to conclusions. It also makes sense to watch for rushed decision-making. The clock was ticking, and the resounding alarm just went off Capricorn. Yesterday, mighty Mars, our red planet of sex, drive, and passion, began his pre-shadow phase that will last until the onset of the winter holidays. He will be spinning back and forth primarily across the sky from you within your solar house of relationships. This could cause friction to begin in a significant partnership as if you're just not seeing eye to eye. Pay attention to the shifts and friction that start now, and you'll have a better idea of what storms await you later on. The best strategy is always to be direct and prepared. Working with others could be frustrating. Usually, you like to take the reins with anything at work. However, you may experience more pushback from your working relationships when the pre-shadow period for Mars retrograde begins. Colleagues, supervisors, clients, and more may test your patience. You could struggle to share control over a project with someone else. It could also be challenging to meet someone in the middle regarding work responsibilities. Since this will be a frustrating period, you should watch how you respond to your coworkers when you feel aggravated. Today's planetary alignment gives you the ability to see yourself for the good, beautiful person that you are. If you have been tending to your needs and paying close attention to yourself, mindful eating, exercise, and sleep, you will feel especially good. If you have been feeling guilty because you've been distracted and neglecting your body, such a benevolent aspect reaches deep into your core and spreads its healing rose gold light. You will have to get into the saddle today. Today's vibrations will push you to lance new ideas and projects or take action in new areas. Professionally, you may have several things going at once, but this is the price and key to your success. You will have to gather information right and left, communicate your ideas and move about. In general, prefer work that is varied rather than that requiring perseverance. You are the initiator today, not the manager. As Pluto enters its final 7 days in retrograde motion, the planet of change and transformation has come to a halt, waiting for permission to proceed forward. Once it moves into direct motion, Pluto will no longer be in retrograde while in Capricorn. These closing days offer an opportunity to pause and reflect on past experiences. Simultaneously, following an eclipsed new moon in your career sector, Jupiter also comes to a stop before beginning its retrograde turn in your work sector, allowing you time over the weekend to reassess and regroup. As the moon returns for its only visit to your friendship sector while Venus, the planet of love, is here, the timing couldn't be better. The moon has returned just as Venus has formed a friendly aspect to Saturn in your communication sector and is just days away from connecting with Mars in your communication sector. At an already powerful time across the communication, friendship and relationship fronts, this will ensure you are emotionally engaged and aware. Daily Planetary Overview. Let's take a moment to talk about those magical moments, the ones where everything suddenly seems to fall into place, as if the answer had been sitting there all along, just waiting for you to notice it. Have you ever been caught in the cycle of overthinking, weighing every possible angle, only for the solution to hit you out of the blue when you least expect it? That's the energy today has in store for you. You may find that the clarity you've been chasing arrives when you stop searching so hard for it. Often, the best ideas and insights come to us when we allow ourselves a moment to just be. It's like when you're trying to recall something, and the moment you stop trying, the answer pops right into your mind. Think back to a time when everything clicked for you, a moment when, after a lot of deliberation, the path forward suddenly became crystal clear. How did that feel? Was it a sense of relief, excitement, or even surprise? Share your story. It's likely that someone else is feeling stuck right now, and your experience could be the encouragement they need. Speaking of challenges, today may bring some twists and turns that require you to be flexible. But think of these obstacles not as roadblocks but as part of the process, tasks to be completed with patience and determination. Have you ever set out on a path with one plan in mind, only to discover that you had to adjust your course along the way? Maybe that change ended up being the best thing that could have happened. Remember, success doesn't always come in a straight line. Life's journey often has detours, and that's perfectly okay. Those detours can be rich with lessons and unexpected blessings. If you've ever had a setback that later turned out to be a hidden blessing, share it with us. Your story could inspire someone who's facing a similar hurdle today. Sometimes, in our eagerness to get things done, we lose the joy in the process. Think about the last time you were so focused on checking items off your to-do list that you forgot to enjoy the journey. Today is a reminder to pace yourself and embrace the small moments along the way. Life isn't just about reaching the destination it's about finding meaning and satisfaction in the steps that lead you there. So, take a breath, give yourself permission to slow down, and enjoy the ride. Have you ever had one of those days where, on the surface, everything seems fine, but underneath, something just feels a euro off? It's like your emotions are out of sync with the world around you. You're not alone. We all experience those moments, and today's planetary alignments might be stirring up exactly that kind of energy. It can be confusing when your emotions don't quite match your circumstances, but remember, it's okay to feel this way. You don't need to analyze every emotion or fix everything right away. Sometimes the best thing you can do is acknowledge what you're feeling without judgment. Let those feelings be, without trying to change them. Have you ever noticed how quickly a bad mood can pass when you stop fighting it and simply allow yourself to feel? Tension, frustration, or confusion can be fleeting if you don't resist them. Be kind and gentle with yourself today. These emotional ups and downs won't last forever, and on the other side of them, there's brighter energy waiting to fill your spirit. If you've experienced this kind of emotional ebb and flow before, how did you move through it? What tools or practices helped you come back into balance? Share with USA Euro. We'd love to hear your experiences. Whether it's taking time to meditate, talking with a friend, or simply giving yourself a quiet moment to reset, your story might be exactly what someone else needs to hear today. Remember, we're all navigating this journey together. Embrace each moment, trust that clarity will come when it's meant to, and know that you're exactly where you need to be right now. You've got this.